Ready.
Welcome to the Pixel Fixation. I'm Mack Kingsley to my left.
Hello.
And then directly in front of me, guest co-host for this episode, Kenny Jones.
Hola. Let's talk about Pong, boys. Hey?
Bring back the Atari.
Legitimately, what's the last video game you played?
Okay. Mario Kart.
Mario.
What was the game we played? What was the game we played at...
at Ariel's. Yeah. What did we play?
Mario something.
We played Smash Bros. On the
Okay.
Switch.
That was
we were
it.
into that, and we played Mario Party.
First off, timeout.
And Mario Kart.
I was not into it.
You were getting it.
You
killed some people. Or eliminated.
Totally, I mashed buttons like an idiot.
Okay.
But you had fun.
No, actually, I did it because you judge. Mack judges. Okay, Kingsley, he judges.
What do you mean I
You
judge?
judge. You do judge. You do
What
judge.
are you talking about?
You judge.
Were you nervous then?
I was totally nervous. We're out, we're having fun. We're gonna play Smash Bros. And he's like, "Do you know what the Twitch is, old man?" I'm like, "Yes," or the Switch or whatever the hell it was. I bought Liam one. So you judge. Anyways, Pong is
See why I
great.
judge? The Twitch.
What is it?
I'm
Switch?
here to buy a Nintendo Twitch, please.
Is it a Switch?
Switch.
Listen,
Twitch is where you go to watch gamers play.
Okay, right.
Liam probably watches
Now let me
Switch.
explain to you guys where I went south on video.
Okay.
Yeah, what happened? You're a cool dude. I can see
Okay,
being
so
a gamer.
and I wrote a
Back
blog
on
about
Commodore
this.
64.
You can find this blog. It's floating around the internet somewhere. I wrote a detailed blog explaining this because I've had a lot of people say to me like, "Dude, what's with you? You're my age. I should be a gamer." So years ago when I was a kid, little kid, I'm talking Nintendo NES, the original game console. Okay. So that came out, Duck Hunt.
Yep.
We're going back. Just a couple of months after that came out, the Sega Master System came out. I was that kid. I was the kid that got the Sega Master System over the Nintendo NES.
Oh, no.
And that led me down a life of I'm out, right? So I was the
You
kid.
never had a chance.
I didn't have a chance. It was the biggest mistake. If I could go through my entire
give me
life,
the Nintendo.
what a mistake that was. And I don't know how it happened. It was one of those things that everybody in the block was getting the Nintendo.
Yep.
And for some reason, me and my sister, we convinced Mom take us to Devonshire Mall to buy a Nintendo. And then somewhere on the floor at Sears, we shifted
To the
Sega Master System, which was the worst. And I remember, look it up, the game was called Billy the Kid. It was their bobo-ass version of Mario Brothers. But that's where it went. And then I couldn't catch up.
So do you see stuff like in the media now where you're like, oh, that looks cool? Like, do you get any inkling to get back into gaming?
So now it's because my son is a hardcore gamer as much as you. Because like I text him, I'm like, "Hey guys, I've been invited to go on this gaming." He's like, "That's the coolest, Dad. You're an idiot. You're gonna really screw up." But so I am aware of the terms. Like I kind of keep because to have a relationship with my son, I wanted to be aware of what he was into.
Yeah.
So, but a lot of it. And I could say this now that Liam's, going to be 19 years old. A lot of it was bullshit. I would just be like, "Oh, yeah, really? Oh, that's interesting. Ubisoft is doing this. Oh, I see. Yeah, Grand Theft Auto. Oh, totally, man. Yeah. Oh, these all a lot of. I was just trying to take an active interest in what my kid was into, but I really didn't give a shit. Right? You know what I mean? So, Sega Master System into bullshitting my kid. There's my gaming.
Because I think one of the coolest things for me was playing Rock Band with my dad.
Now, see, Rock Band, again, we did that because he had all that.
That's gaming.
But it's just, I could never get past the easy level. You know what I mean? The gaming has moved on. It's impressive. It really is impressive. Like, when you guys were saying, let's play Smash Brothers, I'm like, what the hell is going on?
Right.
Like, to try and follow really what's going on the screen. But everybody around me is like, I'm like, what are you guys watching? Like, so, and by no means I don't want to talk down, but I do respect it. I struggle with it, right?
That's fair.
But at the same time, I've spent a lot of money on Steam. I've bought a lot of games.
Yep.
And like I said, I supported my kid, right? So, my God. But anyways, let's talk about Pong.
so some gaming news.
First thing we have up, Astro looks like they're releasing their new A50 later this summer. You have an A50. We made a trade a long, long time ago.
Yeah, I bought Kingsley's. This is like a headset manufacturer, and I bought Kingsley's.
Turtle Beach.
Yeah, exactly. They're
Similar,
just a different company called Astros.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's the best headset I've ever had. It's wireless. It's the A50 series. They have A50, A20,
A40s, A50s, A10s, A20s.
So they're just different price
models.
levels
Okay.
and what they can do, and super comfy. So looks like they're just releasing their new series, and they always add different bells and whistles.
New features,
time
better
they-
battery, longer lasting.
That's my only complaint with them is like I normally just play them like charged, like
Yeah.
I've still got a cord running to them because they're wireless and they do run out pretty quick.
Yeah.
Like maybe like 3 hours I'll get out of them before I have to charge them.
It's interesting. Like they introduced like a base station that you can just like plop them in, so you don't have to plug them in
that's
anymore.
awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
So those are some cool things that they're doing. Harry Potter game, we were talking about this a little bit before, makes $300,000 in its first 24 hours.
And that's an app for a
The
phone.
new
right?
An app for
mobile
phone.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, the
But
Wizarding
You were all
World.
over it, Mac.
I loved it. Yeah, I was on vacation at Thunder Bay, and it released the first morning we were there. So I had to go out right away. I started walking around the area, and it's neat because you cast spells to return magical objects to their proper place
Yeah.
and time,
Yeah.
so to speak. I dig it. Like I find like drawing the spells on the screen more interactive than flicking a ball in like Pokemon Go, and just being in the Harry Potter universe. It's
Yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know what it is about the game. Like I don't know what I'm trying to do. Like on Pokemon, I know I'm trying to catch a Pokemon.
Sure.
And like I know I'm trying to get better Pokemon and stuff like that.
So here it looks like there is a bit of a story. It looks like there's like an evil bad wizard similar to Voldemort
See-
that's released all this magic.
Here's the problem. You know my problem with video games is I skip every
Yes,
single thing.
and you
So I
shouldn't.
probably missed all
that's
of this
why,
story,
yeah.
and I'm like, this is pointless.
So there is a story within if you do the main quests or whatever you want to call the missions every day. They give you little tidbits into this wizard's backstory and
Okay.
stuff. Yeah.
Did you ever get a chance to play like Pokemon Go or like any of this stuff?
No, I mean, again, Liam did and went for walks with him when he was doing it. And I understand the craze of it, totally get the craze of it. And it actually surprised me. I thought it kind of died down. But then I met Mac, and
It
I'm
did,
like, holy crap.
yeah. It Pokemon Go died down, but I still see people like on the side of the
Yeah, I
street
think
playing.
both
it.
games are. I would say you could probably go to the Forks or even
Go to the
just
Forks,
see
it's
people
crazy.
around Osborne. Yeah, people probably play it every day.
Yeah.
I will always see Pokemon Go. I'll say it to
Yeah,
them.
oh yeah, you were doing that when we were walking. They're like, yep. But it's cool. Like I like that. Like I definitely went to places in our city that I've never gone before. Just
How
'cause
much
I
was
heard-
that Harry Potter app?
It's free,
Oh,
but they make money because they sell you
in-app purchases.
spell power, so you can keep catching. Like how you buy balls in Pokemon Go. It's the same thing. What else here? So Diablo 4. Did you ever play Diablo, the first one back in the day on
said
PC?
bong, boys.
Windows 95. So Diablo 4 looks like they've been showing it off to Blizzard employees, and not much to be known yet. Still, right?
Oh, it looks interesting. Like they haven't really said anything about it, but it's just being shown off. So I'm sure we're going to hear something about it at BlizzCon later on this year.
Should be a good BlizzCon.
Yeah, it's a fun game. But yeah, that should come up. Avengers game looks like the personalities will change over time. Something that we kind of talked about in the last episode. But it would be kind of cool to see like Captain America kind of change how he talks and stuff like that, or like how Iron Man views different situations. I think it'd be cool in a video game that we can do these things like at the start of a video game, and if you make a change or a choice, it's different down the road. Like I know it happens in most video games, but like
so they're gonna let you lead your characters down different roads. If you want.
I'm guessing so. Yeah, I feel like choices will probably change their personalities, and that's what they mean.
That's cool.
So I think that's kind of cool that we're getting in like the AI is really following in with gaming now to kind of coincide them. So it's time to jump in, Kenny, before it gets too crazy.
Yeah, I got you.
PS Plus games for July. So this is always a big one. So PES was originally announced for a free game in July. That was canceled and actually switched to Detroit Becoming Human, which is probably a better thing, I guess, because Detroit Becoming Human was a really
cool game.
yeah. Seems like it's really interesting. Horizon Chase Turbo. I actually had a chance to download this one and try it. And then it looks like they said Heavy Rain is also coming in near the end of the month.
That makes sense because it was just released on PC, so maybe try to capture people still.
Back to PlayStation. Yeah.
Great game.
Titan looks like it wasn't canceled to create Overwatch. Titan was a big game that was supposed to be like World of Warcraft 2 almost. And they said that they had canceled it, not originally as thought to develop Overwatch, but the scope got so big on the game that they were just like, we have to stop this.
Well, yeah, isn't that why they like those Overwatch characters were going to be something in Titan, but they like narrowed it down to like, hey, we got these cool characters. Let's just make a shooter.
Yeah, I think so. So Titan was a game that this company was developing, and it was supposed to be like you can do everything in this game. It's supposed to be like the next step in gaming for World. You know what World of Warcraft
Yep.
is?
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
So, like it was supposed to be the next step in World of Warcraft. And I guess the game got so big that they just couldn't hold it anymore, and they didn't know which direction they were going anymore, so they just completely scrapped
Well, yeah,
the game.
chances are they're probably missing deadlines and budget was probably running.
Yeah.
Over, so they're like, okay, we got to figure
They
this out.
had to start just giving these people that were developing them to other things that made more sense. So it's interesting. Like Titan that was rumored for a long time, and then we didn't hear anything about it, anything after that. So Microsoft games. What do we got coming out in July, Mac?
So if you're a gold member or like a Game Pass Ultimate member, you'll get these for free. So we have a game called Inside. That's your game available all month. You got Big Crown Showdown. I'm going to be honest, this month is like pretty garbage free games, in my opinion. Castlevania Symphony of Night. That one might actually be the gem out of them. And then Meet the Robinson, which is your end of the month game. And that's more of a family Disney game. So
Perfect for Kenny.
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Ease him back
Go
in.
buy an Xbox.
Skyrim. I got to do Skyrim. That's
All
my
right,
favorite
yeah.
game of all time.
And it's on every platform. So
Yeah.
we'll get it for you.
So stuff that's getting added to Microsoft Game Pass in July. So Middle Earth: Shadow of War, that's already be out. My Time at Portia, Undertale, Blazing Chrome, Dead Rising 4, Lego City Undercover, Time Spinner, and Unvowed. It looks like they're giving out quite a bit of games each month and adding them to the
Probably
pass.
games you want to try and hear. Middle Earth, it's a great game, long game. Dead Rising 4, a lot of bang for your buck there.
Undertale, that's another one.
Undertale,
Yeah,
it's
really
like
good indie game.
Yep. So good month for Game Pass ads.
So nothing really too crazy in the last updates for any of the games that we saw. Fortnite, always new patches. That's kind of about it. The only real gaming update was Apex 2 launches their new Battle Pass.
Yeah, we were
in
checking
Season
that
2.
out yesterday.
Yeah, we
a
had a
lot of
chance to
fun.
kind of play it. Does Liam play these like Battle Royale games at all, like Fortnite or
Yeah,
Apex?
are these the ones that they use in the esports, like the competitions where you buy the
Sometimes.
skins?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So
You
he
got
does.
it.
Yeah, he
If you're
does.
buying skins, then yeah.
Yeah, geez, what was that one that he played? I'd watch.
There's Fortnite, Player Unknown Battlegrounds, Apex. Oh God, there's so many.
Those are the main three.
The big three.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, he definitely does. So,
But it's good. It's they play that they're called seasons.
yeah.
So-
Oh no, I know. It's
Yeah.
going to be an Olympic sport, man.
Yeah, exactly.
And that was with Liam. He changed me on it because I was like, really, esports.
Yeah.
I respect it. I really
Fun
do.
to watch. Yeah.
I really do. And again, I don't get it, but I do. I mean, there's been times Liam's like, set my alarm at 3 a.m. the championship, whatever, Diablo, or
Yeah.
like I get it. I have a ton of respect for it. I'm
So you understand where the gaming industry is going in
totally
esports.
100%,
Okay.
and I agree with it. And I didn't agree with it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? My son, who's a passionate gamer, he made me, okay, I'm on board. I get it.
Yeah.
Because at first I was like, man, this can't be an Olympic sport. But these guys go on runs, man. And,
Yeah.
and
They're good at what they
yeah,
do. It just happens to be behind a
again,
keyboard
that's
and
what I'm
mouse.
saying. When you hand me a controller and say play Smash Bros. And I can't, then I'm like, how can I say this shouldn't be considered a sport,
Right.
right? So
It definitely takes dedication and practice. Like it's pretty much what a sport is. Like you can't just jump in and be like, I'm the best ever, and
That's right.
because
Yeah.
So that's interesting. That's a cool take. Because a lot of people like don't understand that don't get gaming. They don't understand the point of esports. They think it's just like you play video games. Like how is it that different?
well, and again, that's what I will say at the beginning. Like I was like, come on, kid, you're playing video games. I played Mario Brothers, and I played, I used to love Blades of Steel. There's just more to it. Like I say Skyrim because I know that is Liam's favorite game of all time.
Yeah.
He loves that game. He always goes back to Skyrim. No matter what, he's like going back to Skyrim. Or, Grand Theft Auto was a big deal at our house, and so was I can't remember the name of it now. Big game.
Call of Duty.
Not Call of Duty, because he didn't get big into Call of Duty. It's like has like a 1950s vibe. Robots. Oh, come on, guys.
1950s robots.
Like it's like time has evolved, but it stopped in the 50s.
Oh, Fallout.
Fall Out Boy. That's it. Not Fall Out Boy. Fallout 4.
Yeah, that's right. Fallout.
Okay.
Yeah, I love Fallout.
I remember actually. Side note, this is a stupid story, but so I remember met this dude in Ottawa, and he was like an artist and everything. And in his office, he had this really cool Fallout, lithograph.
Okay.
And I was like, I need that. Come on, I'll buy that off you. I wanted to give it to Liam for Christmas, right? So I did. Bought it.
Oh, he sold it to you?
Yeah,
Oh, that's cool.
That's awesome.
So Liam still has it, right? But it was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool piece of art, right?
Yeah, but Fallout's neat because, yeah, like you said, it's like it was a futuristic society that got held up in the 50s.
Yeah, because I remember saying that to Liam. I'm like, wait a minute, I don't get this. If we got robots, why does it look like that house is from 1950? Well, Dad, like, you know what
Yeah,
I mean?
they were advanced in the 50s.
Totally. Yeah. And so that's why I'm saying I totally respect it. I just didn't get it. And it's sad because it looks fun, right? Like I love to watch you guys with the passion, right?
Yeah.
And it's cool. It's just I'm an idiot. A and B, man, duck hunt. Let's do this.
Yeah. So, we checked out the new Apex Battle Pass, and it's cool. There's some really nice skins in there. Like, you get a super good one at level 25.
For Caustic, yeah.
I think we're all, like, around... Well, I think Joel bought the boost, but for me, I'm already around, like, almost 10-ish. Like,
Yeah, I'm like 6 or 7, so yeah.
it
It's
goes
fun.
pretty quick.
Yeah. So things that we played this week. We're gonna start it off with Kenny. Kenny, what are you playing this week?
What's on the phone?
Honestly,
what's on the phone?
I just got Flip Skater
Okay.
because I like to be on the half pipe.
Is that like fingerboards on your cell phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
that's cool.
I remember getting that on like my iPod Touch, and I thought that was the
Do you
coolest
do
thing.
tricks?
Oh yeah,
It
yeah.
knows it's like
Yeah.
responsive to your
But that's the
fingers?
thing. It's like you have to buy the tricks now.
Oh
What?
right?
You gotta
Like-
unlock tricks?
Yeah, so it's like, but it's fun. So I do that.
Yeah.
And I don't know if anybody, I don't know what it's called, but it's the platform for the iPhone. You knew about this. It was so there's like pool and cup pong and all, and I love my wife and I we are in some serious battles, just cool.
And that's fun.
Right? It's a great app. It's totally, if you have an iPhone, I suggest doing it with your husband, your wife, your partner. It's just we laugh. A lot of trash talk going on. It's pretty cool. And I love playing my younger daughter beer cup.
Yeah.
Right? Like, why are you so good at this, kid? You're
Just practicing.
Fun
Yeah.
games.
And that's about it. Just the flip skate.
yeah, and I like this. Like, I got a couple of super like wooden block apps like Tetris, all
Yeah.
that stuff. I do all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But no, I don't have many big apps on my phone.
Okay.
It's just mainly the stuff, the easy stuff.
Easy time killers.
Yeah.
Yeah, because for me, I like a good like match 3 game. So there's this new one that's not even released yet that they invited me to because I guess I play them so much. That's called Vineyard Valley. So basically, it's a match 3 game. It's actually a match block game. So you'd have like 3 blue blocks kind of lined up. You tap it, they disappear, things fall down. And you're just rebuilding a restaurant with your progress. So it's fun.
Yeah.
It's just super easy. I play before bed every night. You get so many lives. You get 5 chances to beat the levels. If you run out of lives, you got to wait for them to replenish or you can buy more.
Yeah.
What else have I been playing? Apex, Fallout 76. Their BR is like surprisingly fun.
Okay.
Got trashed online, but like I like it. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not for everybody, definitely, but it's neat. That's about it for me. It's
Yeah.
kind of quiet.
Yeah, I had a little bit of an indie week. I played Cluster Truck, which is kind of a fun game. I got that on the Xbox Game Pass. So you're pretty much just like hopping from like semi-truck to semi-truck. You're just like flying and trying to get through the level as fast as you can, and they're crashing, and it's just a bunch of chaos. That's kind of a fun game, but like Max had played it for 15 minutes, and I was like, I'm done. Like,
Yeah.
I've got what I needed
It's
to get
super
out of
quick.
it.
It's like that was neat, and then you never touched it.
Yeah, I played a game called Spellbreak. This one was kind of fun. It's a battle royale, similar to like Fortnite or Apex, but instead of being guns, you're using spells.
Okay.
So it's like you have to pick up like different like spells to cast against people. So there's one that's like poison, there's ice, there's fire. So it's kind of cool to play that different game. It's not like Fortnite, so it's interesting. I played that a couple games. That seemed like it was kind of fun. It's still in like closed alpha. The other one I played was again Horizon Chase Turbo. It's like a it's like an old style like Sega racing game. So you're like just behind the car and there's other cars and you're trying to get in front.
It's
really easy. No, it's like new graphics. But yeah, it's like that older style game. So like there's like you have to unlock your cars, but like you only see the back of them. You could see the color of your paint. They're fun. Me and Jess played it for like probably an hour, and it's probably just something to kind of like pick up and play. There's no real story. It's just going city to city and going on these different tracks. It's fun. Cool. Yeah, it's something that's definitely kind of interesting. Other than that, yeah, we're burning through this one pretty quick. We'll just finish with the upcoming games. So for July, you're looking at Dragon Quest Builders 2, which is coming out on the Switch July 12th. Fire Emblem Three Houses, again on the Switch July 12th. Beyond Two Souls, coming out on PC July 22nd. That was another, I think that was PS4 only?
Yes.
Yeah. Kill la Kill, I'm not too familiar with this game, but July 26th. And Wolfenstein Youngblood, that one is the only one that really stands out to me, coming out on PC, PS4, Switch on July 26th. I'm guessing Xbox as well.
Yes, all platforms. And then in August, you get your new Madden 20, Age of Wonders Planetfall, Sword Art Online, Friday the 13th. It's already released, but now it's coming out on the Switch. Rad is on all platforms.
Rad, the old racing
Rad,
game?
R-A-D. Remnant from the Ashes, PC, PS4, Xbox. Life is Strange 2, Episode 4. So if you're playing Life is Strange, you finally get to wrap up some of those cliffhangers they left you with. Oninaki is out on August 22nd. Ancestors, The Humankind Odyssey is August 27th. Arizona Sunshine, The Damned. It's DLC for a zombie survival game on August 27th.
Downloadable content.
That's where the money's at. DLC, baby.
Can I have $20 for this DLC? I heard that 1,000 times.
Control is out on August 27th. World of Warcraft Classic is August 27th as well. Wow, August 27th is a busy
Big day.
Astral Chain's hitting the Switch on August 30th. Blair Witch comes to PC and Xbox. No PS4 on that one on August 30th. And the Dark Pictures Anthology, Man of Medan, PC, PS4, and Xbox on the 30th.
See, now I want to know who's on the cover of the new Madden, because that's always a big deal, right?
Yeah. I don't know who's on the cover this year.
It's Barry Sanders.
I did forget, though. I did play another game this week, and we talked about it. I had a chance to message you. Played Vader Immortal and on VR. So I have a VR system at home.
So virtual reality?
Yep.
That's the goggles?
Yep. So goggles, you got the things that move around in your hands. So it's a chance to play, like, it's a new Star Wars game that just came out. So you're playing the story that's like kind of trying to figure out different things with like Darth Vader. So it's like all set in Star Wars realm. So it's really cool. Are you a big Star Wars fan?
No, my wife is, so I'm aware of Star Wars, seen them all and all that stuff. My wife's a huge Star Wars nerd.
So it's kind of cool. Like I think it's set in between like early on in like the sagas. So you have like Darth Vader is just like trying to figure out different things.
Now is that licensed through the official Star? Okay.
Yeah, and it's really cool. Like you go to the you've seen all of them.
Well, I want to say yes.
Have you seen the third episode where they're like fighting in that like that planet that's like
they all meld?
Yeah. there's a I can't remember the name of it off the top of my head, but there's a planet that like Darth Vader's. It's like his home. So like you're on this ship and like all of a sudden you get pulled in, like you get pulled in like this tractor beam. And then, like, that's where it starts off. And you go and meet Darth Vader.
And it's
like,
you fighting.
Yeah, it's you fighting. So, like, you can see your hands. And, like,
that's cool.
You can't. So, it's really interesting. And, like, Darth Vader, like, comes at you. And he's, like, really menacing. Like, he's, like, standing above you, just built, like, huge. It's really interesting. And you get in, like, a couple lightsaber fights. So, it's really cool. It's really short. It's only, like, 45 minutes.
And I know this is a super basic question, but I feel I've heard that the current VR, you can get dizzy and
sometimes like you had one moment where you got dizzy.
We were playing like this gladiator game, and just the way the movement in that game, you have to like drag to walk, and I was like, I got hit in the game, and like your body like reacts to being hit. Right, that's the only time I've ever felt like, I don't know where I am.
Because I remember one time, because I remember Liam's had all the. He's had so many consoles over the years, and I remember I used to love Tony Hawk Pro Skater on the GameCube.
Yes,
so we're going back, right? And it was a game that I was able to play. And then years later, he was like, "Dude, I'll hook up the GameCube, and we'll play Pro Skater." And I'm like, "Awesome, I love that game," but it's on a new modern TV, and it made me like.
Sick.
I don't know if it was because back that console, but it totally was like I was like I can't even do it, man. Like is it? I'm 150 years old.
Have you ever done VR?
Never.
Oh, we'll have to bring you guys over to Kingsley.
Yeah, I'll try it.
Yeah, it's interesting.
It's
the
cool.
only time you get like kind of sick is like if you're not physically kind of moving your legs, your mind gets messed up because like you can see yourself moving, but you're
that's what got
stationary.
me.
That's kind of where it's weird. But if you're like pulling your arms, you kind of get the sensation of you're moving. The only other time you kind of get like kind of dizzy and like disoriented is if like somebody stands in front of a sensor.
Okay.
Because then it kind of like blocks you, and sometimes it'll like snap in a different way. That's the only other time, but like we're normally pretty good with that. With like
cool.
kind of keep it is cool.
Is it
I
an
love it.
expensive hobby? Is it?
It can be
cheaper.
Yeah,
but it's still
they recently introduced this. It's called an Oculus Quest, so you don't need a PC at all. It's just the headset and the controllers. It's about 550 Canadian.
So expensive.
It's expensive. Like it's not absorbent. Like it's not like you need to spend crazy amounts of money. Like 550 is all you need, and that gives you everything. It's wireless, so like that's a big bonus of that. You can play it anywhere, so you can take it with you, set up the room, and then like when you get to the edge of where your player is, it'll like bring a blue wall, and it says like, "Hey, move back." So it's really interesting. It's definitely coming down in price, but then like their high end headsets are like
Probably
$700.
So it is.
So
what it is at this point,
yeah, it's coming cheaper, but it's to have the top end again more expensive because it's PC gaming. So cover of Madden, Patrick Mahomes. That's who's on the cover of
a
Madden.
rookie from.
Kansas City. Yep. Interesting. I think it's one of like the first rookies. I
That's
think.
cool.
Yeah.
Sports games are still like crazy. Like
FIFA's probably the biggest.
FIFA is one of the
does
biggest
Tiger Woods
games
still
in
do Tiger
general.
Woods golf yearly? Like
I don't think it's called Tiger Woods.
No,
isn't
it's
it, what's his?
It was Rory McIlroy, and then they
that's
took
not
it
him
off.
anymore.
It's like PGA Tour
Yeah,
or
so
something.
you still get the annual golf game. You get Madden. You get NHL.
Yeah.
You get.
do you guys play the sports games?
I play Madden every once in a while.
Yep, Madden. Madden, I don't mind. NHL.
The great like 30 for 30 on the Madden, on how that all started. It's such a cool story.
Interesting.
Right? You don't have to be a gamer to
Like putting John Madden
like
behind
how
it and
John
everything.
Madden was the guy, how they took football. Like it was just really neat. The 30 for 30. Google it.
Yeah.
It's great.
Yeah, I didn't know they made one. I like my favorite 30 for 30 is the broke one, where they go with the NFL players and like how like 90% of them are bankrupt
Yeah,
now.
sad.
That was a really good one. But yeah, that was pretty much it for this week for the Pixel Fixation episode number 4. Again, myself and Mac really wanted to thank Kenny for coming in.
Thanks for having me, guys. It was fun.
Yeah, we really appreciate it getting a different take on these different topics. Where can the people find you, Kenny?
At Kenny Jones 77 on Twitter, at KJ Radio
On the radio.
Instagram, and on the radio. Yes, you
Yeah,
can catch me
kiss1023.ca.
in Winnipeg.
So yeah, definitely go follow him, please. Tell him that we sent you. But yeah,
And next week, I should get Liam on the phone.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Right? Yeah, because Liam would probably love to talk games with you.
He could be your expert.
Yeah. Well, it was funny because I don't know, Kingsley, if you heard,
Skype him in.
he said,
Yeah.
"Oh, I got to get home, or my all his buddies are playing Sea of Thieves." I'm like, "I know that game." Like
Oh
Liam's
yeah,
in-
we were talking. I was like, yeah, me and Brandon are. I was like, this may sound really nerdy, but we're hitting the high seas tonight. And he's like, Sea of Thieves, and I was like, yeah. He's like, my kid plays that. I know that game. Yeah, it was fun.
That's awesome though. Like I really like it. I don't know if you know this, but like it's really cool to see a parent that doesn't understand games really support it. I think that's
Totally
really
didn't
cool.
understand him, and I mean, there was a time there when I was younger. I was like, "Is this kid doing too much? Is he playing?" Like I say to my wife, "Are we spending too much?" But that's his world. I was like, "Okay, that's his thing, right?" So yeah, I definitely try to take an active interest. It's a struggle because it's
Hard to understand.
like what you guys just are like bang, 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 and I'm like again, I come from the Sega Master System or the Nintendo NES, so. And I mean, I remember the days when he was younger, and it was a Xbox or PlayStation. Like, holy cow!
Yeah.
That was a big one, right?
Yep.
Totally big decision in life. You went the Xbox route, then I should have went PlayStation, right?
That's
So
st-
when
that
they-
still
it
happens.
still
right?
happens.
Yeah,
It
because
still
I do know
happens.
there's some certain games that only come out on that
Well,
platform.
this current console war, they all went to PlayStation. So
Yeah.
it's kind of a bummer because we all bought Xboxes.
Totally.
And you make that decision with your friends, right? It's like, well, all my friends are going Xbox, so I guess I'm going Xbox.
Yeah, no, it's I love it, and it's like Liam's getting older now, and he's working and all that kind of stuff, but he still games, so it's cool. I appreciate you guys having me. It was lots of fun.
Yeah. Well, thank you very much. Again, this is Mac. I've been Kingsley. Again, thank you guys for tuning us in. We forgot to say this on all the other episodes, but again, you can see us on YouTube, anywhere you get your podcast. So Spotify, Twitcher. I said it again. Twitcher,
Stitcher.
Spotify, Stitcher, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, pretty much anywhere that you want. Thank you guys again for tuning in. This has been your Pixel Fixation episode number 4. We will see you guys on the next episode.